Congresswoman, I'll walk with you. Jeremy Rothe-Kushel. Okay, go for it.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we've got to get going.
Okay,
Thank you so much for your
couple
help.
quick national security issues, Congresswoman.
Thank you. You can talk to
No, I need to talk to you. This is about serious national security issues.
I'm sorry, we've got to get going.
The issue, the Pentagon cloud is about
to get rid of the grand jury system and what type
I can give you my email.
Okay, I would appreciate it, but I also need to talk to the Congresswoman.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Congresswoman, the issue of the Pentagon cloud being put into the hands of Israeli military intelligence. Congresswoman, you know that Israeli military intelligence might get the contract for the cloud for the Pentagon, all the data. They have a backdoor to Russian military intelligence. Do you want to deal with this Article 3, Section 3 issue? Why are you guys blocking?
We're just walking.
No, you're not. You're blocking. This is a very serious issue that deserves a moment. I understand. I've been walking with her. I'm not stopping her.
Can you please give me your contact info?
I will.
I will send her the.
But I don't understand why she gave lots of time to all kinds of press.
She's out of time.
Okay, she's walking. When you guys try to stop me from walking with her and talking about a national security issue.
She's in the middle of doing something. Give her some respect. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys.
Congresswoman, yesterday was the anniversary of the USS Liberty, where Israelis killed lots of U.S. Navy men. Now we're going to put the Pentagon cloud in the hands of the same government. It's very weird.
Can I have your email, and then I'll just take all your questions and give them to her, and we'll get back to you.
Sure. Give me your card, and I'll email you. And I will give you.
I will use your phone because I have Dobbin's phone right now because she has mine.
Does the Congresswoman know that Israeli intelligence operatives were arrested on September 11th?
We'll ask her.
Well,
we're just getting his contact information.
Great. What's your name, sir, or your email?
Jeremy, WRK @gmail.com.
WRK. And you represent?
I represent We the People Press. We don't get paid, but we ask the serious questions.
Yes. Did I get that right, sir?
But we have a yes.
Great. Thank you.
And I'd like a card, please, if you have one. You don't have one?
No.
Okay. How should I contact you?
Do you want me to give you my email address?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Aaron.mccallum @gmail.com.
Okay.
Yes.
McCallum?
MCCALLUM @gmail.com.
Okay. Okay. Can I give you the flyers that I wanted for her to have? Because I've been discussing with the local veterans, the local National Guards people. This is a very serious issue. This is about to happen. You know, the last time that cyber was put in the hands of Israeli nationals was in the run-up to September 11th, when Amit Yaron, the Israeli national who was sheep-dipped in the U.S. Army, was put in charge of the Pentagon cyber infrastructure. Are you aware of that?
You know what? I'm not. I'm just waiting for the Congresswoman. I'm going to get her back to the car. That's my job. So.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you understanding.
Yes. Well, I would appreciate some understanding from the Congresswoman and her staff about how serious these issues are. This decision about the Pentagon cloud, it's going to come down to Amazon or Microsoft. Microsoft at this point is largely coded in Israel. Israel for decades has been penetrated by the highest levels of previously Soviet intelligence, now Russian military intelligence. They're probably having Russian military intelligence working on F-35s that have been given over to Israel. And now if Microsoft gets the contract, they have just recently bought Adalom, which was started by the 3 people from the Talpiot program, which is the highest level Israeli military intelligence. Long-term military intelligence planning. And so that is the cybersecurity hands that we're about to pass, potentially, the Pentagon's cloud architecture into.
Well, I'll have a discussion with the Congresswoman about it. And
okay.
Aaron, you can email Aaron, or Aaron will email you, and you guys can have a discussion about all of that, and we'll just get you into the process.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
and because I
don't want to commit right now, you know.
No, I appreciate that. And but my sense was that the Congresswoman took national security issues very seriously, and the issue of wars and veterans. These wars, which were started are you aware of how the Iraq War was started?
I mean, I'm sure you have your opinion and I have mine.
No, I'm talking about the facts of the Office of Special Plans, Douglas Feith. There was a parallel construction of false intelligence aligned with Ariel Sharon's government in Israel. Are you familiar with the facts? Karen Kwiatkowski, Lieutenant?
I don't want to get into this conversation
Okay.
with you, sir.
Okay.
I think you'll get your answer. That is...
Okay. Who's going to give me the answer, do you think?
Erin gave you her email, and we have your email, so we'll be in touch.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
How long have you been pursuing these questions?
Which questions?
The one that you were asking
The-
about
the-
Israel.
Well, there's lots of questions, but the national security questions for at least 15 years in terms of issues of war and peace.
What is your major insight that you're so more perplexed by, which that drives you?
Well, this recent situation where they were going to start a corporate Pentagon cloud, outsource the entirety of the Pentagon's data into a corporate cloud. It's either Microsoft or Amazon Web Services at this point. Microsoft is largely coded in Israel. And the history there, I'm a Jewish American patriot of conscience, so that's the stance that I deal with this with. I feel double responsibility because I'm a patriotic American and a patriotic Jewish man. So that's what I'm dealing with.
So you perturb that the data is going outside the data center, and the security is obviously a little bit more uncertain when it's traveling over the web or internet, right? Is that what the idea?
Well, it's being put in that
military
it's
net usually is isolated from internet. Concentric.
no, but this is if Microsoft, for example, gets the contract, the $10 billion contract, they just recently bought a company called Adalom. That the co-founders are all from the Talpiot program, which is the highest level Israeli military intelligence. It's basically corporate espionage, the insertion of Israeli cyber firms into U.S. firms, including obviously into the heart of national security apparatus. They started this company. It's now been bought up by Microsoft. Windows is largely coded in Israel at this point. And then they've now incorporated that entire company as their cybersecurity
have you
sector.
tried getting to the Pentagon as to why they're doing it and what your concern?
No, I just found out about this really, and I'm just starting to get the information out there. So I'm going to check with elements of the Pentagon, see what they think about it.
What I'm observing is a lot of things are getting outsourced, and because I'm in that business myself, I worked for IBM for 9 years. I'm just a supporter. I'm not speaking for the campaign. But the thing is, privacy of the data. There was a Fortune 200 company, and we were in discussion with the CIO, and I was sitting there too, and the CIO of Fortune 200 company said, "Oh no, my data is not going to the cloud." And this Amazon guy actually was sitting on the panel. He said, we tried to persuade him, but eventually he said, "So how are you going to go to CFO and say I'm going to pay 10x the money to keep data on my data center as against putting on the cloud?" I've not seen an adult guy stammer so hard.
It's not necessarily the issue of the cloud per se, although it does set up an inherently security issue. But
Tulsi's going to come out in a minute. She wants to talk to her volunteers. Can we just not shout questions while she's just... I mean, these folks spent some of their Sunday with us. And then I'll tell you what, we'll email you. We'll get all that figured out.
Here's what I'm willing to bargain with you with. I want to just inform her 1 or 2 sentences. I want to let her know that and then I'll leave.
Can she just talk to the volunteers? When they spent their Sunday with us, those are our activists.
Okay, I will leave right now, but I am going to let her know.
Yeah, and I got your info. I mean,
that's cool. No, I need to let the oath-sworn congresswoman and member of the armed force. I mean, neither. I don't.
Okay, I'm just asking if she can talk to the
volunteers. I am. Okay, stop. I'm just going to leave. Congresswoman, Israeli intelligence was the ones that were arrested on September 11th. In Lower Manhattan, celebrating and with bombs in their white vans. Not Al-Qaeda. I'm just informing you so you are aware. Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.